Punjab Wars. So in this lesson, let's study about the Punjab, how it was annexed by the English East India Company. So in this lesson, we are going to study about Maharaja Ranjit Singh, then the first Anglo-Sikh War, the Treaty of Lahore, and the second Anglo-Sikh War. So let's start with Maharaja Ranjit Singh. So, born in 1780 to the leader of Suker Chakia Misl. What is this Suker Chakia Misl? So, Sikhs were divided into various confederacies. So Sikhs were divided into various confederacies, and that confederacy was called a Misl. So, Ranjit Singh, Maharaja Ranjit Singh, he was from a Suker Chakia Misl. Now, this is something which is very important, you should remember. He was from Suker Chakia Misl. And this Suker Chakia Misl was in Punjab, the present day Pakistani Punjab, the Pakistani side of Punjab. So, he united 12 Sikh misl and subjugated other local kingdoms to become Maharaja of Punjab in 1801. So he united all the misl, the 12 Sikh misl. Okay, misl means confederacy. So successfully resisted many Afghan invasions and also captured areas under them like Lahore, Peshawar and Multan. So he was successful to resist the Afghan invasions, and he also captured the areas which were under the Afghans, and that is Lahore, Peshawar and Multan. So he earned the title of Sher-e-Punjab, and that is Lion of Punjab. This is the image of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. So after occupying Lahore in 1799, it became his capital. So Lahore was the capital of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. So his Sikh empire included lands to the north of the Satluj River and south of the northwestern Himalayas. So his empire included major towns like Lahore, Multan, Srinagar in Kashmir, Attock and Peshawar, Rawalpindi, Jammu, Sialkot, Amritsar and Kangra. So these were the major towns under his control, and he maintained friendly relations with the British. So after his death in 1839, there was a struggle for succession among his many relatives, and this marked the process of disintegration of the Sikh Empire. As we have seen, after the death of a great king, there starts a fight for succession, and same thing happened with Sikhs also. So this was the reason for the disintegration of the empire. He was succeeded by his eldest legitimate son, that was Khadak Singh. So Major Broad was placed in Amritsar as East India Company's agent in 1843. So the British were closely watching the developments in the Punjab political front and had territorial ambitions, and there as in other parts of the subcontinent. So we have seen that British wanted to expand their territories, and same thing was the Punjab also. Punjab was also their target, so they were watching closely and they were observing closely the political developments which were taking place in Punjab. So the Sikh forces crossed the Satluj in December 1845 and took offensive positions against the English forces, because Sikhs were thinking that before the British attack us, there were rumors that British are going to attack us. So before British attack us, we should be in the offensive mode, and that's why Sikh forces crossed the Satluj River in December 1845 and took the offensive positions against the English forces, and subsequently battles were fought in different places, and English victory at Sabron led to the signing of the Treaty of Lahore in 1846, which ended the war. So after the Lahore Treaty of 1846, the first Anglo-Sikh war ended. So Maharaja Dulip Singh, who was the ruler of Punjab, was to remain its ruler with his mother Jindan Kaur as regent. So this was a treaty of Lahore, according to which Maharaja Dulip Singh was to remain the ruler of Punjab, and Maharaja Dulip Singh was, he was not fully grown up. He was a young ruler, and the real authority was with his mother, that is Jindan Kaur, and she was the actual ruler. So the Sikhs had to cede the Jalandhar Doab to the British, and the Sikhs were also asked to pay a very huge war indemnity to the English, because English were saying that you are responsible, you started the war, so you should pay the war indemnity to us, the war repairs to us. But since they could not pay all of it, part of it was paid, and to make up for the remaining, Kashmir, Hazara and all territories between the Bias and the Indus rivers were given to the English. So the Sikhs were not able to pay all the war indemnity. So instead of that, they ceded Kashmir, Hazara, and all territories between Bias and Indus rivers as war indemnity. So the Sikhs were to limit their army to a certain number. So this was the Treaty of Lahore, which said that you should limit your army to a certain number, reduce your army. This was the the demand which was kept by the English East India Company. And also a British resident, Sir Henry Lawrence, was appointed to the Sikh court according to the Treaty of Lahore. So remember this Treaty of Lahore, which was signed after the first Anglo-Sikh war. Then this second Anglo-Sikh war happened, and what was the cause for this second Anglo-Sikh war? So after the Treaty of Lahore, the humiliation caused by the first Anglo-Sikh war, wherein the Sikh Empire had lost some territories to the British East India Company. The Sikh regent Maharani Jindan Kaur was not treated properly by the British. So first was the humiliation after the defeat in first Anglo-Sikh war, and secondly the Sikh regent Maharani Jindan Kaur, mother of the young king Dulip Singh, because Maharani Jindan Kaur was looking after all the political and administrative matters of the kingdom. So she was not treated properly by the British. So she was removed from Lahore on conspiracy charges against the British resident in Lahore. She was removed from Lahore on conspiracy charges, and it was said that she is conspiring against the British. And Multan was a part of Sikh Empire when Maharaja Ranjit Singh had captured it in 1818, but Multan was governed by Diwan Mulraj, and he resented the Lahore's court, that is capital of the Sikh Empire but controlled by the British resident since the first Anglo War. So demanded for increased tax assessment and revenue. So he resented the Lahore's court and demand for increased tax assessment and revenues. So the British resident at that time was Sir Frederick Curie, and he undermined Mulraj and imposed another governor, Sardar Khan Singh, along with a British agent, Patrick Vance Engue, in Multan. So this Mool Raj was done away with, and the new general was appointed, and a new governor, British resident, was also appointed, and this was of Sir Frederick Curie. So in 1848, Vance Agnew and another officer who arrived in Multan to take charge were murdered by Mulraj troops. Okay, so the new Sardar and the new governor who was appointed by the governor, by the resident. He was murdered by Mulraj troops when they were coming to Multan. So this news led to unrest in Punjab, and many Sikh soldiers joined the rebel forces against the British. So in this way, this was a start of the rebel against the British in Punjab, in mainly in the Sikh kingdom. So the Vance Agnew, he was murdered by Mulraj troops in Multan. So battles were fought in Ramnagar and Chilianwala, and the battle at Ramnagar was indecisive, whereas the Sikh won at Chilianwala. And the final battle was fought at Gujarat near Chenab, not the present Indian state Gujarat, in 1849. This was won by the British forces. So the final battle was fought in Gujarat near Chenab, not the present day Gujarat, but the old Gujarat, which was a combined Gujarat, where some part of Sindh was also there and some part of Punjab was also there in the Gujarat. So the final battle was fought at Gujarat near Chenab, and this was won by the British forces. So the Afghan forces under Dost Muhammad Khan had joined the Sikh side. So Afghans also helped Sikhs to fight against the British. So here is the image of Second Anglo-Sikh War. And the result of this Second Anglo-Sikh War was Punjab was annexed by the British in March 1849 under Lord Dalhousie as per the Treaty of Lahore. Punjab was annexed, and the 11-year-old Maharaja Dulip Singh was pensioned off to England. And Jind Kaur, the real administrator, the regent of the empire, was separated from her son, the Maharaja, and taken to Firozpur. And her allowances was reduced to a meager amount, and her jewels and money confiscated. So she was sent to Firozpur, and Sir John Lawrence was appointed as the first Chief Commissioner of Punjab to take care of the administration. So in this way, Punjab was directly conquered by the British forces. So Dalhousie was recognized for his role in the annexation of Punjab to the British and was made a Marquess. So the famous Kohinoor diamond went into British hands after the Second Anglo-Sikh War. So it was in possession of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, who had willed it to the Puri Jagannath temple of Odisha, but his will was not executed by the British. So the Kohinoor diamond was with Maharaja Ranjit Singh, but the Maharaja Ranjit Singh, he wanted to give that diamond to the temple of Puri Jagannath in Odisha, but that was his final will. But Britishers did not follow. Britishers did not execute that final will, and they took it with themselves only. So they say it was acquired as per the Treaty of Lahore after the Second Anglo-Sikh War. So that's all about the First and Second Anglo-Sikh War and the Treaty of Lahore. So in our next lesson, we are going to study about the Anglo-Burma War. Sorry, the Anglo-Afghan War, not Burma. So next lesson, we are going to study about Anglo-Afghan War. So see you in our next lesson. Thank you for watching.